Welcome to the Heads Together podcast. Oh, I keep making that a bit more jazzy every week. It's going to be my mission now. How many jazzy ways can I say that? So, this week, I want to ask you a question. What if you could do what you love for life? What if you could spend every day in your business doing work you absolutely adore, having brought the biggest, wildest vision for your business to life? What if that could be true? Welcome to the Heads Together podcast. I'm Jill Mokes, and I am obsessed with cutting through the noise when it comes to growing your business. Each week, via intimate coaching conversations and inspirational stories, I share what it really takes to get the results you want in a way that feels right to you. I am all about attracting higher ticket opportunities, building authentic relationships, and creating the abundant, full-fat version of your dream business. I mean, how many of us have beavered away creating a light version of what we really want? The thing is, I honestly believe when you're outstanding at what you do, there is no limit to what you can achieve. So, are you ready to put our heads together and make it happen? Let's go. I've talked before on the podcast about how when I started my first business as a virtual assistant, it was really just me beavering away, building a light version of the full fat business I really wanted. I didn't want to be a virtual assistant. It wasn't right for me, but it was a light version. It was something that I considered was, doable for me. It was realistic. I knew I could do that, and it felt safe. But it didn't take long for me to have the nagging feeling of, oh shit, I think I've started the wrong business. And I want to talk about that this week because I think this is more common than I realized. I speak to a lot of women who are business owners, who are disappointed, frustrated, unfulfilled, and limited by the business that they've created themselves. And we don't do this on purpose. No one does this on purpose. No one sets out, oh, I'm just going to do a light version because I don't want to, I don't want to claim what I really want. We don't do it on purpose. We do it because of lots of reasons. We do it because we think that we need to be realistic. We do it because we are frightened of failure. We do it because we need validation from other people. And if we don't get it, we allow that to limit us. There's loads of reasons why people start the wrong business. Or maybe they start the right business, but they stay playing small. They don't change. They don't evolve. They just keep almost, I hate this expression. Sod it. I'm going to use it anyway. They will carry on flogging a dead horse long after any joy has been sucked out of that business for them. Right? And I don't want that for you listening. I really want you to have the biggest, most fulfilling, most limitless business that you can possibly create for yourself and build for yourself. And the thing is that what happens, in my opinion, is that we we start our business, we get very wrapped up very quickly in the harsh reality of how tough it can be sometimes to find clients. Because that's one thing that we're not going to do, right, on this podcast. I am not going to sit here and tell you how easy it is to build a business. It's not bloody easy. If it was easy to build a business, any kind of business, there would be so many more successful entrepreneurs out there than there are. Okay. It may be a low barrier to entry to try to build a business. It is not a low barrier to entry to become successful. And becoming successful takes bloody hard work. So anyone who tells you any different, anyone who tells you that if it's feeling hard, you must be doing it wrong, is just spinning you a line. It isn't true. Building a business is hard. So if building any business is hard, why don't we build the business we really want? Because there's no easy option. So you may as well build that full fat version of what you really, really want to do with your life. The full fat version of what doing what you love every day means to you. And sometimes I think as business owners, we almost get this niggling feeling somewhere that either we want more of something in our business, or we want less of something, or we just know we want something different, right? I think that's that niggling voice that I want you to start listening to, because all of the naysayers around, oh, you've got shiny object syndrome, you're always looking to change something, oh, you want this, you want that. Sometimes it's true. Sometimes we don't give things a chance to work before we're off trying to start something else. But actually the people where shiny object syndrome stops them progressing in their business, quite often it's a sign that the business isn't quite right for them. Whether it's the business model or whether it's the offer or the service that they provide, maybe it is time to bring something bigger, better into your business. And I don't want us to keep thinking that that is a negative thing, to want to try different things. Successful entrepreneurs try lots of different things before they hit on the formula that's going to bring their wildest vision to life. So that's really important to remember that. One of the reasons I'm talking about this today is because I want to tell you about something that I'm planning moving forward. On the 28th of October, I'm going to be launching the What If workshops. You may have seen me talk about this already on social media, but this is the first time I've really introduced this on the podcast. And I am super excited to bring this to you because this is my answer to all of those women that I come across who are feeling frustrated, who are feeling like there's something more they should be doing, feeling like they have created this light version and that the full fat version of what they want isn't happening. They're not bringing it to life for whatever reason that might be. They're not doing it. Now, the What If workshops are a half-day workshop where I'm going to limit it to 10 women in any one workshop. And it's going to be a safe space where we can start helping each other. It's going to be a co-creation space where we can start brainstorming. Brainstorming is so bloody underrated. Do you know how valuable it is to bring 10 intelligent women into a workshop and actually have them help each other to shape and validate and feedback on ideas and add to those ideas? I've called this the What If workshops because I think there is so much power in that question. When someone shares an idea and someone else chips in, yeah, and what if you then XYZ? And someone else chips in, yes, that's awesome. And what if you tried ABC? Can you see what a kind of crowdsourcing of creativity that can be, and confidence? I mean, it's incredibly validating to have your idea spark excitement in other people and for them to be helping you with ideas to bring it to life. So I want to be really honest now. This workshop isn't going to be for realistic people. This is not a workshop for people who are happy playing small. This isn't for you if you you're okay with where you are. You're okay trundling along. You know, you've got a good income. Everything feels pretty stable. You know, you're all right with it. You don't mind that. I love it if that's where you are. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But this workshop won't be for you then. This workshop is for people who are ready to do something big. And this is almost this workshop could almost be that first step in actually vocalizing the big, wild vision that you have for your life and your business. Okay? I think there are a lot of us out there who actually feel almost self-conscious or embarrassed to put into words the real big goals that we have for ourselves or for our business. It almost feels too embarrassing to say it. Those are the goals I want you to bring to the workshop. Those are the things I want us to talk about. I want the biggest, scariest goals and visions that you truly want. That's what I want brought to this workshop. We're going to run them seasonally. So we're going to run, these are the autumn workshops that I'm just organizing at the moment. So the first one, like I say, is on the 28th of October. There'll be places for 10 women on that workshop. Some of those places are gone. I think at the moment we've still got 6 places available. So I'll make sure that in the show notes, I put a link so you can find out more. One thing I want to make clear, this isn't a money spinner for me, if you like. You know, I'm a high ticket business coach. I work with my clients one-to-one. It's not cheap to work with me. That's the business model I have. This isn't a money spinner for me. This is a bloody necessity for people who maybe aren't at the stage yet where they can work one-to-one with a coach, but they still need a space to explore. They still need a space to brainstorm these big ideas, big visions. Otherwise it's chicken and egg. It's like you almost, if you can't afford to hire a coach, then you can't bring your dream vision to life. And if you can't bring your dream vision to life, you can't afford to hire a coach. And until you do that, you can't afford to hire a coach, and et cetera, et cetera. We go on and on. Okay. So it's $125 to come to this. That is literally, I could charge 10 times that, and you're going to get that value out of this. I really could. This is going to be an incredible experience. It's quite an intimate experience. I'm limiting it to 10 places for a very good reason. We're going to have breakout rooms. It's going to be a very interactive workshop. It's a working session. So again, this isn't for the faint-hearted either. You know, if you're a very timid person who doesn't want to kind of share your idea and get feedback on it, or doesn't want to have to ask yourself some really deep self-searching questions in the workshop and talk about that with others, then this won't be for you either, because this will be quite an intimate coaching experience. It just doesn't have the big price tag on it that a group program would have. It's one workshop. It's going to be very powerful. This is going to be very powerful. This is going to be one of the things that you walk away and you think, damn, everything's different from this moment on. I'm clear. I have clarity around what I am going to do. And I know what the next 2 or 3 actions are that I'm going to take to make it happen. And I'll be holding you accountable afterwards as well. Trust me. I sounded a little bit sinister then. I'll be holding you accountable afterwards. But that's a good thing, I promise you. That's how things actually happen. That's how we bring big ideas to life, is that we share the idea. We get opinions on it. We get feedback. We get other ideas, because brainstorming is like, when you make a tiny snowball and then you start rolling it in more snow and it just gets bigger and bigger. That's what these sessions can feel like, because you get other ideas of how to make this idea even better, even more reflective of the thing you want to do. So it's very exciting. You can probably tell I'm quite excited about this. I'm not dressing this up to be anything other than what it is. It's 3 hours together of a working session where you're going to be asking yourself and others some deep questions, and you're going to be answering them, and you're going to come away very crystal clear about what you actually want and what you're actually prepared to do to get it. Okay? I'll pop a link in the show notes for you to find out a bit more. And if you would like to join me, grab a place as soon as you can. I'm not going to allow more than 10 women into this event on the 28th, because I think it's so important that we keep this intimate, so that each person gets time and space to share their ideas, listen to ideas, and contribute to other people's ideas. Okay. So that's really what I wanted to talk about today. Is obviously I just want to share with you that that's what I've got coming up and the reason that I've done it. I'm really excited about it because this is a great example for anyone who's listening who gets stuck on that question of, well, I don't know what offers I should create for my audience. Okay. This is a good example of my thought process around that. And it goes like this. My clients are successful entrepreneurs who are growing and scaling their businesses, right? My audience is full of successful entrepreneurs who are growing and scaling their businesses. And it's full of entrepreneurs who are looking to get to that place. It's full of people who maybe don't yet have the 6-7 figure business, but that's what they've got their bloody sights on. Nothing's going to stop them getting it. And I thought to myself, well, okay, so what do those people who've got their sights on it, or the people who just feel like something's missing, or that they need to make a change, maybe they need the P word, pivot. I sounded like the bloke off Strictly then, Len. 7. For those women who are considering, did I even start the right business? Is it even possible for me to start again and actually bring to life what I really want? Well, hello. I'm just putting my hands up here as a coach with a highly successful, thriving coaching practice, high ticket coaching practice. Yes, it is. I started the wrong business. I pivoted twice before I got to the business I have now. So yes, it's absolutely possible. Would I have loved a space to bring my vision of being a high ticket business coach and talk about how can I do it though? Because I don't know how I'm going to get from where I am to there. And what about this problem? What about that problem? What about this challenge? How do I overcome that? What if I can't do it? What if I'm being unrealistic? All of those kind of things that we grapple with in our minds. I would have bloody loved a safe space to bring that, to work through the challenges and then really get clarity on what it was I was trying to create and what the actual steps were to bring it to life. I would have loved that. And so for me, that is a no-brainer to create that offer for my audience, because I know that's what you guys want. I know because I talk to you. I get it. I hear from you all the time. Things like, of course I want to become a 6-7 figure business owner. But the problem I've got right now is, and then it's fill in the blank. It's like, I can't get my marketing to work. I can't. And so many times I have that conversation, and then what comes out is actually, this isn't really what I want to be doing. I feel like things could come way more naturally to me if I did this instead, but I don't know how to get there. I've got to work with what I've got. I've invested too much time and energy. I'm just going to have to, I've made my bed. I'm going to have to lie in it. I'm going to have to keep plugging away at this business because, I've committed so much to it already. I can't make a change now. None of that's true. None of that's true. It's one of the amazing advantages of being an entrepreneur is that you can do whatever the hell you want. You can change your mind 1,000 times if you want to. It's all up to you. So if you've got a big vision, something you want to do with your business, or a different business that you want to start, or a pivot you want to make, but just don't know how to bring it to life, just don't know how to get there from where you are right now, then the What If workshops are for you, and it's why I've created them. So just to be clear, it's a virtual event. So it's an online workshop. It's a 3-hour workshop. Like I say, it's going to involve coaching from me. It's going to involve moderated breakout rooms. It's going to be a really intense session. So have a look at the page that I've created that's got all the information about it. But if you want to have a look now, it is jillmokes.com/whatif. And Jill Mokes is GILLM for mother, OAKES.com/what-if. Okay, well, I hope that has sparked some excitement in you as well. Go over to the show notes now. I'll pop the link in there. Have a look, have a read, see if it sounds like this is for you, and then come and join us. Until next time, bye for now. I hope you enjoyed this episode and that getting our heads together this week has filled your mind with what's possible. If you love the show, would you do me a massive favour, please? Would you leave a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts? It would really help me put more heads together, reach more ears and expand more minds. Until next week, bye for now.